Hey guys, welcome to another replay by Gamer Clowns. Today I wanted to show you Light Tank Mission 10. I don't remember the exact objectives of this mission. However, I do believe the main objectives are, or most of the objectives are, that I have to finish as a top player by experience earned on both teams, the winning and the losing team. Also, I have to win and survive the battle. Another primary objective is I cannot take any damage from my team or the opposing team. So you have to be very careful in this game. Make sure none of your teammates hit you, and that you don't take any damage from the opponent's team. And I think this is probably one of the dumbest missions for a light tank, a scout. Basically, what it promotes you to do is camp out in the back somewhere instead of going up to the front and scouting for your team. And the reason being is if you go out there and scout, even if you do well, you get a lot of spotting damage. You're gonna get someone on the team with a lot of damage that does damage himself and probably pass you in the experience earned. Also, if you take any shots when you're spotting up front, you're gonna be seen and you're gonna get hit. That's pretty much the case. So with this map, basically, for a scout, it promotes all the worst and bad things that you could possibly promote for a light tank. What you're gonna most likely have to do, unless you get really lucky, of course, it happens. You could complete the mission playing the proper way, but most of the time you will not be able to do it. So basically what it promotes you is to sitting back, camping out, taking sniping shots, hoping you don't get spotted. Or basically, I guess what you could say is going up front, passively scouting, and basically not making any moves, just standing in a bush, not shooting, hoping that you do enough spotting damage to have that experience. And basically that just becomes a scouting game, a spotting mission. And again, most of the time, being up in the front lines, you more than likely going to lose some damage because someone's going to spot you or something will happen. So basically, as you can see here at the beginning of the game, I decided I'm going to stay passively in the back, let my team scout, see if I can take some sniping shots, make some damage. I'm not going to be getting any spotting done on this map, more than likely, and especially not the game is going. If I push forward now, I'm definitely going to get hit. One thing I've noticed, and especially in the light tanks, as soon as I push forward, I'm being hit from all directions. Like I've watched the game. Actually, I've watched the Quickie Baby complete this mission, and I don't know if he just has this amazing luck when I watch some of his replays, but he just plays aggressive games and nobody seems to be shooting at him, or he bounces them. Even on the light tank, his tracks absorb the shots. That never happens with me. When I play an aggressive game, I get hit by 10 tanks within the first 3 seconds of being spotted. I don't know if he has amazing luck or people are afraid of attacking him because of his rating. I'm not sure, but I'm just not having that kind of luck. So as you can see here, I finished my first clip. I've only got one penetration out of it, unless I was able to hit the RU that I took a blind shot on before reloading. I backed off, and I'm reloading now, waiting for my second clip. Another situation here that would help you greatly completing this mission, and actually what you're going to end up have to happen for you to complete this is you're going to have to get 2 teams, your team and the opponent's team, that basically are not very good. So that by just staying passively and sniping, unless you're able to do a whole ton of damage on the high tier tanks like tier 10 tanks, it's still going to be tough to have a lot of experience. So what you're going to have to happen is you have 2 bad teams that no one really else does well, so that even if you don't do great, you complete this mission. As you're going to see, this is a pretty average game for AMX 1390, and I was able to complete it. So as you can see here, the eastern flank, looks like we only have 1 tank on that side, and there's an AMX 1390, and I think our T-49 is going to help. There's another AMX 5120 that just died. So it looks like we're going to be able to overrun that eastern side. However, on this side, the teams are pretty even. As you can see, I was gonna try to start pushing because our guys were going towards the middle of the map, and that left side was going to be overrun. But I came down, I noticed the M103 and KV-13 are there now, so I go back up the hill, just because if I go up there, I know I'm going to get damage. At this point, I decided that I really have to go push and make some damage, or I'm just not going to complete this mission regardless. Didn't make sense to stay back anymore. As you can notice here, I'm going to try to circle the enemy team and hit them from behind, just because if I go up to the front, they're going to see an easy target. An AMX 1390, which has no armor, and you're going to be the first one to go, basically. So you really have to pick your battles in this tank. You can really dish out a lot of damage all at once, as you're going to see. I'm going to be able to really quickly change how I do in this game by circling their team. If I stayed in the front, basically I would be dead. By going around them, I was able to finish this mission, and you can see the other light tank AMX 12. He's been following me around pretty much from that hill, and he's still going behind me, which is actually good in case somebody turned around and started hitting us up. I have somebody to help. You can see here I quickly finished the E75, and then we finish off the Jack Tiger, however you like to pronounce it. We then finish the AMX-12T, and then there's a T-54 Mod 1 left on the team. He's not looking our way. I decided to go ahead, take the last shot, and then start reloading out here. I was already getting worried I might hit the AMX-12T and lose some hit points. At this point, basically in a matter of 10 seconds, I was able to go from 200 damage to almost 1300 damage completed, and 3 kills. Now I quickly looked at the scoreboard, and I noticed there's only 2 artilleries and 1 light tank left, and I'm probably not going to be able to finish this mission, just because it's really not an inspiring performance at this point. But in either case, I decided to push forward, hope that maybe I was actually hoping here that maybe the artillery would kill the IS-8, but he hits him for 30 hit points, I think, or 80. Regardless, I'm able to finish him and his buddy, and up to 1433 damage and 5 kills. That was the only thing I was hoping, that maybe the number of kills will help me complete this mission. And I was thinking whether I should go ahead and chase after the light tank or cap, but I knew that there's 2 or 3 tanks in the area, and I'd probably go to cap. It didn't make sense to chase an AMX 1390. He is actually a very good player. And with a reload, basically with the autoloader, he probably almost surely would be able to put at least one of them in me, if not more, depending how much health he has. And as you can see, probably was a 2 hit for me. And I think this IS-8, which was actually closest to me in experience, is the one that wins this game for me. Basically, he'll spot the AMX for me and then die. I'll be able to put another shot into him and make a little bit extra damage, which I think is why I was able to complete his mission. As you can see here, right here.
Enemy armor is damaged. Target unlocked.
So as you can see, guys, I was able to complete my primary and secondary objectives here, meaning finish the battle as top player on both teams by experience, survive the battle, finish the battle without taking any damage, and the secondary was to win the battle. I did just over 1700 of damage, 770 spotting damage. I just narrowly edged the IS-8 by experience, that earned by 29 points. So that was a very close game. Earned about 27,000 of credits, and penetrated 10 out of 11 shots. That wasn't an excellent game. I've had better games, but it was enough. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.